Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Kalamla, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Bahavakadash, the ones, the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Right, those are men I learned under. Right, of course, they do rule and teach well. Right, and of course, honors to the brothers out there, GMS, as well as brothers out there who follow GMS in sincerity. Right, not flippity flip flopping like a fucking fish out of water, jumping from doctrine to doctrine and following, all this random shit. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say shit. Some of it's shit, raised like random doctrines, but choosing out the false doctrines, right? Which that's why I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna all the way call it all shit, because I mean these other camps do get certain things right, telling the people that they are Israelites, which is correct, right? But they get a lot of other stuff wrong, which is why you don't want to serve them or follow them or serve under them or so on and so forth. Right? You're not gonna learn correct. You're not gonna get the correct name, and we of course know it from the scriptures. That it's the name is very important. The name below is a strong tower, right? If you don't have the name, who are you supposed to call on when things are going rough, right? And we're under the curses and we're under rough times. We all go through rough times, rough days, rough weeks, sometimes rough months, right? So when you're praying and fasting, the name that you're going to call on is going to be extremely important to be able to cast those demons away from you, right? If you just say the wrong name, you just, praying to a demon, dude. You're not praying to the Heavenly Father. Right, so inspiration for this video comes from a camp, last week's Thursday's camp at a GMS camp that I go to. I used to always go down to the main camp, but right now, unfortunately, not really able to run down there during the Saturday because I work on Saturdays. I work weekends. I'm pretty much working throughout the whole week except like the middle, and then I have midweek off days, so that's pretty much what I gotta deal with. But I still go out there because I know that they camp, and I know where it is because it's cities. It's big, but it's like it's only so big. Like you kind of figure it out if you're from here and you know your way around the city, you can figure it out. But went over there and whatever, and I think it was on the way I saw two very just strange shit. Right, so I get there and I leave on time. I try to get there, ideally before the camp starts, but when I got there, they started already, but I typically try to get there a little early. Try not to be late or anything, right? And I definitely don't want to be there when it's ending, I want to actually be able to like learn some scriptures, right? So I'm on the way there, and I'm taking the trains, whatever, and there's a fucking like Edomite dude, right? Which at first I was like confused. I was like, is this a female, right? But it was a dude with long hair, right? Black lipstick. He had like nail polish and shit, and I was just fucking confused. And the dude was walking on there with a bike. At first I thought it was a woman, just like a maybe very unattractive woman. And then I look and it's like, oh no, that's a dude, right? And he was wearing a fucking mini skirt, and one of those hats. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna show you it because I was considering it. Just like I pulled up something on Google Images. Was it punky Japanese schoolgirl outfits? He was wearing one of those shits, like the shit you see out of an anime. He's basically cosplaying, and he had fucking army boots, fucking shirt, and fucking a hat, one of those Japanese school caps that kind of shaped like a navy hat, you know. And I was just like, what the fuck? And dude had a bike, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And he was looking at me for a second, and I looked away. I was like, no, stop staring at me, bro. Leave me the fuck alone, you know. But you know, I saw that, and I was like, yo, this place is fucking horrible. So that's all. That's the descriptions I'm gonna get. And people talk about how fucking dark this place is, man. How fucking terrible this place is, man. This place has to go, right? And then I'm you know, camp is over. You know, I'm able to ask a couple questions to the brothers, you know, so on and so forth. And I don't have much questions because, I mean, like, yo, watch the videos. Like, I'm not gonna ask, you know, questions for things that, like, yo, I could Google that one, bro. Like, brothers make so many videos, like when I go up there, I don't really have a whole lot of questions. And that's not me being like, sometimes they say, oh, like if you do a job interview, you don't have a question. That means you don't care. But when it comes to truth, just brothers made so many videos that's like, I don't have any questions. You know, the whole job interview is just bullshit. But I don't really have a whole lot of questions. But, you know, that's another topic for another day. But you know, I did ask him, like, why is Great Millstone called Great Millstone? And it's spiritual. You know, other Pastahar came up with that name. You know, it's spiritual. You know, you use that to grind up the mill. You know, that's like us. You know, grinding down this place, these false doctrines and things like that. You know, that's what I remember one of the brothers I was talking to saying. You know, but when I'm leaving camp and whatever, taking the train home because, you know, got to run home and try to, you know, go to bed and whatever, go get up and go work. But I'm on the way home, and then there's a fucking, you know, fat Jake, right? A fat Jake. I say heavy set Jake, right? And he's like a 2/3. This dude is fucking winking at me. Like, I'm like, hey, the fuck, yo, bro. Like, I saw that shit, and I was like, yo, I just fucking looked away. I was like, yo, this fucking place, bro. This fucking place, man. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Like, and then that's how I know, man, it's all spiritual. And it's just like showing me how, you know, destroyed this place is, right? So this is the book of Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, right? This place isn't ran by prudent. You know, to be prudent means to be cautious and well aware of the future. And you know, you act accordingly. That's what it means to have prudence. The elites of the society, they know that we're, you know, coming into these dark days. Well, they're the ones that are pushing us into these dark days. Artificial famines. A lot of stuff is caused by them. You know, the whole bird flu thing. You say, oh, they have bird flu. We have to kill all the chickens, right? Or the whole COVID thing. They vaccinated animals and stuff like that. I believe they were vaccinating animals too, if I'm correct. Or the animals had COVID and he killed them. You know, but they're doing all this shit, right? Creating these famines, right? And then their actions, right? If they're truly prudent, then they would do everything in their power to get the nation, you know, to follow, you know, the Most High. Right? They will be teaching the name, saying the name is Yahweh. It says his name is Yahushua. They would be teaching the truth. If that was the case, if they were truly prudent, they would be trying to get their nation right, man. Trying to get all the Edomites right and get these nations right. Try to get everybody right. But they're not doing that because, number one, they don't have the Holy Spirit, and they're not Israelites, man. They're heathen. This country is ran by heathen, right? The elites, those are all Edomites, you know, as we all know, right? Job 9:24, right? And we know, right? So as the judge of the people is himself, so as the officers and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such as all they that dwell therein, right? You know, in the city, you know, in the ancient world, you know, you had a gate and everything, and it was really like, if you ever play like you know, like Dragon Quest or you know, any of those high fantasy RPGs, you know, that's based off the ancient world. You know, you have a gate and you walk through and you have a town, you maybe have a castle and things like that, right? Nowadays, you know, it'd be like a country, You know, I mean, countries don't have, like entire walls, blocking the entire country. There may be walls within the country, but they'll have like, you could say, would be like a barricade wall to keep people who are coming in and checking them, whatever, like an airport or uh, like a port, or something like that, or bus terminals and whatever. You know, these are like the entryways, entry points, right? Well, bus terminals are more like from place to place. You know what I mean, right? These are the entry points, right? But the leaders of this place here, America, is these elites, man, elite Edomites, and they're very wicked. Right? We've heard time after time, about the witchcraft. I'm thinking like Psalm 64 and stuff like that. All the stuff they come up against us in secret. The propaganda, right? They're false accusers, right? The accusers of our brethren, right? And we know from all these whistleblowers that these people in closed doors, they straight up raping each other and shit. They be violating each other like hardcore too. They don't even have mercy. I'm like, y'all supposed to be friends and y'all just fucking violated them, bro. That's not how you do business. But all that stuff, that sexual immorality, that wickedness, it trickles down to everyone else, other people in power, and it's trickled down to the people, right? An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the sea shall be inhabited, right? The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time we set it over one that's profitable, right? Yahushua, right? And that's what that one is. I remember they brought this one out at camp. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 10 and 5, right? There is an evil which I have seen under the sun in the air, which proceedeth from the ruler, right? The ruler is Esau today, right? Evil. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place, right? Folly set in great dignity, and that's what it is, all this stuff, these TikTok challenges, that's what's being pushed out here, these fucking, alphabet shit, seeing that shit, fucking both, fucking, I come here, right, I see this shit, and it's on the same fucking train, too. It's the same fucking train. That train is a hotbed of freaks. I take the train the one way, I see gay shit. I'm just gonna say, I see gay shit. I come home, I want to take the train, I want to go home, I see gay shit. What the fuck? I see gay shit. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting out of hand, right? Which has already been out of hand. This shit's out of pocket, bro. Right? Verse 17, the highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall. Exactly, and this place is much exaltation, grandeur, height, loftiness, right? They're fucking wide open with this shit. The fuck, man? I don't swing that fucking way, dude. Never have, never fucking will, bro. But this is the stuff that you gotta deal with in this society, man. Just fucking, you look at this shit everywhere. You go to the gym, and even a dude, he may look normal, but it's like, yo, his attributes and the way the dude fucking walks, I'm like, nah, that nigga is a fucking glizzy gobbler, bro. That nigga likes glizzies, bro. He's just a glizzy gobbler, bro. He loves that shit. But this is the type of stuff that we have to deal with, and this is why, this is just a result of us being under the curses. In Deuteronomy 28, your curses shall be the field in the city. We're cursing these cities. We have to see all this shit 24/7. Our people follow this shit, right? Romans 1, right? But I'm gonna let that be that. It's 14 minutes. I'm gonna let that be that. Don't make this too long. Little notified.